stars of the Grapevine. Chef Jeff, is his birthday today. Birthday, Jeff.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Happy
everybody.
birthday to
Thank
you.
so
You
much.
live in Nazul. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
Wow, you know, okay.
That's my dedication to you.
The younger days, no problem. Fine. Whatever makes room for you.
We also have the sultry voiced one in the studio. Her name is Myst. And you guys have been missing her because we sent me messages I know keep in my pocket. And you guys have been missing her because we sent me messages I know keep in my pocket. Myst is here. Good morning, Myst. How are you?
Everybody,
Good morning.
Excellent. Always a pleasure to have you here. She's out here looking like a snack and a whole meal and a dessert. Somebody's
you.
wife with children in the house. Stop deceiving people.
Believe
Somebody hasn't had
Stop
breakfast yet.
deceiving them out here. And get ready to send us by 981 and send in the rest of your comments to our WhatsApp number. It is 0809 440 But right now, song Shake It, Dbanj and Tiwa. Can I just say that I love it so much? I was like,
I'm so in love. Look,
I love
I am
it.
probably Dbanj's most steadfast fan.
Yeah, I love it.
Because I just believe in the guy.
Yeah.
And you know, and I saw his shaku shaku. It was just big boy shaku shaku. He didn't follow you to jump too much.
It was creeps. It was creeps.
The man can dance for Africa.
Shake it for your dad.
No, but doesn't Tiwa just always look like a snack?
Delicious. I was like, what's this? No.
She always looks like full of fun. And she has come so much into her own self. It's ridiculous. She doesn't care anymore. She has said that we're going to talk no matter what.
Okay, we're back. Studio.
All right, there it is. Shake it. That's what you're listening to right now on the Grapevine. Shout out to all our features there. We saw you. We saw a bit of Jimmy. We saw a bit of Dada Boy. We saw you in the video.
Geezer.
But most of all, what we saw was Big Boy Shaku. My daddy, Dbanj.
Who's your daddy?
Shake it for your
Shake
daddy.
it.
You better recognize your daddy.
Okay, but what did you guys think about the video and then the song and then looking at it's the first official song, full video that he's brought out since Tragedy and his family, since coming over that and just trying to get back to doing what he does best, which is be the entertainer that we know. But do you love it or are you like birthday boy?
Yeah, birthday boy.
You saw it coming.
I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect at the beginning. I love every other part of it in totality. The dancing, the tailoring of whatever he's wearing. I want to know who hooked him up with that. That jacket is seriously.
It's just sweet.
And then you got Tiwa who comes in there being what Tiwa's been doing best for a while now. I know a lot of people in the past would think that Jeff used to be a Grapevine, a Dbanj hater on the Grapevine years ago, but no, when he does good stuff, I give him credit, and this is good.
Nice.
Right.
Let's play it again.
Excuse me, it's not that kind of show.
Encore. No, but honestly, I love this song. I think I was excited about it when he first dropped that snippet a couple of weeks ago. So I kind of knew, like, because he has something to prove, which is just the survivor that he is. And I feel like he embodied that for this video, for this song. I'm just happy to see him moving forward. I know it's this is probably more superficial than anything else. Emotionally, he's probably still in a very severe place. But just to see that there's this effort being made to keep moving in the midst of tragedy is amazing. And I feel the message to the universe right now. You can do it. You can just keep being conscious of your each day. Yesterday's gone, just keep moving. And this song is good. Tiwa Savage, by the way, always looking like a bowl of small chops. I don't understand.
Yeah.
She just looks like the puff puff and the one that has the geezer, the snail. Jeez, she's amazing, and I've always been. I'm telling you, she's always been somebody that has, been able to just come back from whatever, and I feel like she keeps moving, and that's another thing. They are such a powerful duo in this song, in this video.
They're good friends too.
Yes, and then and you see the creativity behind the wardrobe, like Jeff just said. Then that's the synchronicity, and then having Dada Boy Ehis. Look, Ehis is first of all now the authentic and the #1 Nigerian video fox. This boy doesn't play; he's in all the important videos. So shout out to you, Ehis. I see you, boy.
Well done. I love the video. I love the song. I feel like this is it gives me a psychological feeling that Dbanj is gradually coming back with the old.
Yeah, it just feels like he's
just
getting
feels-
his
not.
mentally at least.
my
I feel
feeling.
like it's
Woman
going
like
back to
better.
that place.
Yes, I do think musically, but I could hear that already from his album that he dropped, where musically he has worked so much now with so many different people that he's got back into a comfort zone for himself.
Yes.
As
He's
a
not
musician.
dependent on anyone.
It is not dependent on any one person or producer. I think which was what we struggled with.
Yeah.
That's the
one.
one you saw. Abby.
That's the particular one.
Okay.
There.
Time
I
was
mean,
testing
and I had
innocence
to see
downstairs.
it. He's the innocent data boy. But
No,
Alan,
we can see.
you
but
can
we
see,
can't
but you don't
it.
disrespect.
Thank you very much.
Good job. We've also got
Yes,
messages
you.
coming in real quick. Tiwa says, "Happy birthday, Chef Chef."
Thank you.
My almost birthday mates. Long life and prosperity. Welcome here
Same to
yet.
you, same to
Taya's
you.
birthday
Amen
is
to that.
15th, which is on Thursday. Taya, big shout out to you. And just Banky from Ojudu says, this Dbanj song sounds like an upcoming artist hits song.
What?
Interesting. I don't know what. So what is an upcoming artist hit song?
That
So
is
it
such a
doesn't sound
diff-
Dbanj.
Wow.
I don't really, but it's a hit song.
I
But it's
don't
an
know.
up. So do you know?
It's
Okay.
a double entendre going on.
I
over
don't-
there.
Yaba says, long yawn for the Dbanj song. Ooh, it's okay to take a bow from the 16 and sit on the veteran throne, then pushing out below standard songs. That sounds
Ew.
like it's from the 60s. It's a big no. The standard is high now. Oh, from the six. What?
What?
What 60s?
What
reference?
Nigerian song was like that in the
From
60s?
What 60s reference are you referencing? So
Because-
don't just be angry.
OG said, OG on
Yo.
Twitter, OGL sent this one and says, "Oh, shake it for your daddy." My mom started wriggling in the car. I'll shake it for you, daddy.
We see
Interesting.
that.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to our next song. But keep sending in your comments. Still brand new music coming in all the way from Ghana now. Big shout out to Universal Music that sent us this one.
Yes.
This is a girl called Nana Atta. This song is called Bayeke. I hope I said it right. But you listen and let us know what you think.
I think the truth is a lot of people just
There's a
can't
stereotype they
understand.
have.
Yeah, there's a
And if you don't
stereotype right
fit
now.
in that model, they're like,
They don't like it. Yeah.
And then also, I think with the band particularly, there is already a
Yeah.
said FIFA. Everybody was talking to him. It's not about
before the end of this week, you hear it.
You know what? This is a very good song.
It's a brilliant song.
I had to. That's why I kept looking for the full song. I'm like, I need to hear the full song.
Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah. Okay.
Studio.
All right, Lagos. We are back in brand new music. They're coming in from Nana Atta Bayeke. It is up actually now, so you can go get it. I do believe. But I'm curious. I didn't know anything about Nana sent this song, so I want to know, what do you guys think, just purely on a music level, on the sound you're getting, on the lyrics she's putting out there? What are your thoughts on the song?
Yeah, just like you, no idea when she's been, how long she's been in this. But when I listen to this, I'm feeling a little bit of a Maka Sade kind of fusion thing going on with this. I love it. I mean, I don't understand what she's saying, but you don't need to understand to appreciate the music. And yeah, this is a great song. It's a great song. Yeah.
All right.
I got a little bit of the subject matter. I think she's just basically someone of their awesomeness and their uniqueness as a person, as their beauty, of their beauty as a person. And I feel like you said, regardless of the meaning of the song, the musicality of the song is epic. I love the layered, like how she layered the voices and the background vocals, layered them with the actual song. And then even as the delivery, she's bringing a lot of Africa and then just jamming a lot of Erica Badu, jamming a lot of,
There you go.
like she's just channeling all this inner soul that is actually authentically African. So I love it.
And can I just point out actually that I'm sorry, she is not Ghanaian, she's South African. In fact,
Ah,
her real
okay.
name is Sinlehlahla Mbetu, and she was born in Durban and began her musical journey when she was 11, and then got signed to Universal at 23.
Which makes it reminds me of Miriam Makeba with all the the way it started. The way it started, I could picture like a few people.
You had that South African name on lockdown, man. You've
Yes.
been going there too much.
So yeah, we're gonna. I'm side-eyeing you, but then you know
I heard
why.
a bit of a mwah.
As in,
As in,
honestly, like every time I have like to read a script that has a South African name in it, I literally go on YouTube and look for
Watch
any interview where they've spoken about that person and get the actual. Because there's some that I see and then it has that click sound and there are different types of clicks too.
Yeah.
Jeez, Africa, I hail.
On that note, time for us to take a break. You are listening to The Grapevine, which is brought to you by Verb. When we come back, we are going to continue talking entertainment stories, but please keep sending us your comments and your questions about today's entertainment news.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is M.I. Mr. Incredible, and music to me is love, it is life, it is harmony.
Adeshola says, every time I hear a new song from Dbanj, I always hope that he'll play the harmonica. His dexterity is on it is impressive. That's true. He's really good on that little.
But he did play it in that last song that we've had. He was in the song with a bunch of other people, two other
Oh
people.
yes.
it.
Actually, and that song is a bit of a jam. It's
It
everywhere.
is.
It's everywhere.
Where's this online now?
It's, I
Coming
got
up.
you. I put the line out there.
I'm
on my
like, let me just. Have you heard it yet?
Just one
Can't wait.
on those days when everything has been so
There's not anymore
the
till
next
the
thing
end.
to go wrong hits you hard.
You have to skip
Even if it's just a tiny
this song
thing, you just want to
and
Wait.
skip this marker. Yes.
Yes,
So just skip that
I
mark.
just can't
No, the hard
anymore.
marker. Skip the hard
In that
marker
moment,
and move
you
this.
lose your thunder.
After
you
that.
feel
Yeah.
like it's the end. You can't
And just
push
skip this
further.
thing so it doesn't
It
get in your
happens to
way.
even the best
Even
of
this,
us.
right?
Yeah.
The thing is, if we
That's
give
it.
up all those times,
No, skip
what
this and
will our
this.
story be? Things
one?
won't
This
always
and this.
work out, but we keep
Yeah.
pushing. The key is
You get-
Goes through,
to
yeah.
focus
Go
on
into
the
this
bits
one.
that
Yeah.
come through, to appreciate
Isn't that strange
what
that
it is
what
we
is
have
being said
working
sounds like
for
that's what
us.
that
What
cartoon
girl-
was
what-
just like?
What she was saying. Fair enough.
It's so strange.
Get yourselves ice cream or
My
pizza.
diamond dada.
Have
Dada, you've been doing the most.
Whatever rocks your boat. It's that
You
moment
know
when
now.
you pay with your birth card, the payment goes through. You realize
I don't know, there's something about this voiceover. It's very sleepy.
also
Yeah, I want to say forced, but they're worse.
Okay, what you should do next time? No,
It's not only forced, it's kind of draggy as well. Like, I can't keep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
won't listen
that's
to this
easy.
for
Control Z.
long.
Yeah, that's what I do. I
It's a picture.
screenshot it, yes, and put it in as
Okay,
pictures.
okay.
So it makes it clear.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get our smile back and live to fight another day. Having a blue day, or maybe not. Get your comeback ready. Hook up with something
Did
that
you hear about the
always
Silverbird
works. Ask your
shade
bank
again?
for a birth
Silver
card. It will come in
Sterling
handy
Bank shade again.
every day.
No,
Yes.
what did they do again?
Orange is so last year.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that now.
That is www.
Those people are doing the most. They will soon find them.
Of course, apparently they find them last time.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
After wasn't it a
They
Twitter
make
thing that they
them
did?
up. Yeah, it was a total war thing.
That was quite funny.
This is Chef Jeff, and you are listening to Smooth 98.1. Do not touch that dial.
I didn't even know that one was
It's a
there.
bad deal. Guy.
I didn't even know that
Even
one was
the
there.
schedulers know it's a birthday.
Yes, because I'm like,
we,
because I saw that
we didn't
Grapevine
put that
came upon
there.
us on Thursday. I was like, what's this? It's so nice.
It's so nice.
No, I really actually said it on air. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting. I didn't even.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
We're taken by surprise.
Yes, I really was.
And it's very strange because none of you were here. So it
Yes.
doesn't happen like it's as if you guys planned it.
Like, we're not here,
our
but you're gonna
presence
feel
was felt.
You're gonna feel it.
There you go.
Alright, let's go. On the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby, on the grapevine, baby.
Mics are up.
Take it, birthday boy, just sultry singing girl. Oh, my baby.
Oh, okay.
Brought to you by Verve.
I
Thank you so much.
never
That's the
expected
show
it.
heard you in a while.
Thank you.
Alright?
I don't like to show my talent.
I
I like to show my talent too much.
Okay. Where's the album out? Now we have an artist in the studio.
Soon says happy birthday, Chef Jeff.
Thank you.
I would sing for you privately on Twitter. Oh, says
wow.
Folu, don't use your bum to break that chair. The band is making you move. I'm also moving here. Folu Shaguma is laughing through. And Olori Africa coming back to comment on Nana from Casbah to hip hop soul battle of transition of genres. It's sounding good. Okay, okay, I like that. The vocals are smooth. But the intro felt like I was traveling for witchcraft meeting. But the song is nice. I like it. Zook is like upset. But goes on to say, happy birthday, Chef. Aging sounding smooth. Witchcraft. How do you know what witchcraft meeting intro sounds like?
Just maybe it's Nollywood. It's Nollywood.
Nollywood
fault.
now.
Plain Nollywood.
I can relate.
Oh wow. Okay, let's keep it moving now. So it is the season to be political, and somehow that's made its way into the Grapevine this morning. Banky W has replied to a woman who called him out over a PVC incident. So Banky replied to a lady who says that she was upset by him using his status, she said, to override Orients during the recently concluded PVC registration in the country. Now this has come out because Banky very recently also announced that he is going to be running for a seat in the House of Representatives on a federal level to represent Etiosa of Lagos. But he did reply to her response, basically saying, Dear Chidima, I'm really sorry about this. I agree we ought to do better. All my celebrity peers need to do better. He did explain that he had already collected his PVC, but he tried to galvanize people to come in and do their registration. And the people who were doing the registration got a bit excited. They wanted photos, wanted pictures. And it's a really long message that I actually, yes. So guys, your thoughts.
Okay, first of all, I feel like he's gonna apologize and be polite because that's just Banky's eloquent way of doing things, and obviously he's gonna just be getting ready for a lot of people to come out with all kinds of criticisms at this point because people just don't generally believe anybody going into any kind of office or trying to get into any office is doing it for the good of the people. Everybody just believes you're going in there to go and make money anyway. So there's gonna be a lot of critics right now. So how he handled this is good. He just explained it wasn't the way I planned for it to go. He went the way he did. I'm sorry, and I feel like that's the only way he's going to be answering anything going forward.
What I particularly like about this is that he responds based on him being himself, not based on, this politics. I have to play the neutral game and please everybody right now.
Right.
So I think that kudos to him on that side of things. Of course, like you said, criticism's going to be coming a whole lot more than usual. And he has to be doing this a whole lot more than usual, but more power to him. I think that he's doing a good thing over there for youth. Instead of putting a stand out there about saying that the old cronies don't always have to be the ones. Let's go pursue a future together. So kudos to him.
Yes,
Alright.
I like
Anyway,
it.
your
I
mouth
like it.
is.
Yeah?
Yes,
All right. Okay, well, cool. I know a lot of people are like, but on what basis is he right? So what's his agenda? Don't put out agenda campaign after. He's not that sure. Let's move on to very happily ever after news. Ejiofor and Ibrahim Sulieman got married over the weekend. They had kept it really quiet all through the year. Again, this has been the year of very quiet weddings. While it wasn't a surprise wedding because a lot of people were there, it was gorgeous to see. I was so emotional. I was like, look at my friends. Y'all so beautiful. I'm sorry. So they met on the set of Tinsel. I think that's a big
Showing
news.
her acting skills right there.
Sorry there. They met on the set of Tinsel. They did just exchange vows. It was really cute, guys. That's for the...
Yeah, I loved her dress. Let me just throw that out there.
I love both her dresses.
Look, that pinkish, that pale
Yeah,
pinkish
the
one.
pale pink
she just
hue.
looked like a cute Barbie doll princess something.
Mm.
And my only prayer and hope as they are going forward, they will not allow the social media people to enter into the middle of their disagreements and agreements. They have the wisdom and the knowledge and the way we thought to just carry on as husband and wife and leave the rest of us. Like, guy, are you trying to murder yourself?
Where are you?
Who are you? What do you think you are?
Falz was there as well.
Wizkid was there.
Yeah, he showed up just to say what up.
I love that he did.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he also went to one day's one as well.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Yes.
How come we never heard of... Okay.
Yeah, because Simi
you
made
didn't
one.
check.
Simi makes me so proud.
Yeah, I
Why?
love her.
I'm so proud of her because I knew... Okay, this is not me famsing.
No, it's fine. You can farm.
It's
That's
allowed,
what the show's
sorry.
for.
I've known Simi right from when she was an intern at the former station I worked at. And you know how she's carried herself from then with the same... She's always been a music engineer and she's always been very consistent. And now she's gone to this
Amazing
point
girl.
and she's still herself.
Amazing. Girl. Meanwhile, sorry, as a quick aside. So somebody on Twitter got a Simi special slapback, not clapback.
I love
So somebody says she's decent. That how can she have mind to go and do music on the same day as Monday? But that she's decent and that one day Cole, is actually still a legend. She replied with Uncle Hello decent. Can we carry on with the Grapevine gist?
Yes, let's carry on. I'm speaking of Falz, who was present at Simi's event. He has sued the NBC for 100 million naira 3 months after banning his song "This Is Nigeria." So he, in a report by a certain paper, they said, according to court documents filed through Falz's lawyers, and of course they took out the big boys, the big guns there on the 6th of November is when this was filed. The president of the SBA, Sweet Boy Association, queried NBC's claim that the song is laced with vulgar lyrics because they said the move is a flagrant breach of his right to the freedom of thought, conscience, and expression as guaranteed under the Nigerian laws. And it will be very interesting to see. I think this is one of the first times that an artist has actually challenged the NBC because they quite often claim vulgar lyrics when people do not understand what those lyrics are. So really, what they're asking for is, first of all, 100,000 naira. They're also asking for a declaration that the prohibition of the song titled "This Is Nigeria" from being played on the Nigerian media outfits as a pretext laced with vulgar lyrics is a breach of the plaintiff's right to freedom of thought, conscience, and expression, and that is important. So two major things: one, you have to declare that this is a breach of my right.
100 million.
100 million.
100 million. Sorry, didn't I say 100 million?
No, you said 100,000.
So sorry about that.
You know, it happens when you have too much money.
You know, you have to put
Yeah.
your pinky here and just say it. 100 million naira.
Give them your best Bane impression.
Exactly, exactly. But really, I think the declaration is more important than the money.
Yes,
Yes.
it
The
is.
court is, I think, is unlikely to award that sum.
They will definitely award something now if he wins.
Yes, but they will award something.
Because
if
it's
he
about
wins.
time somebody took these guys to court. You
I
can't
mean,
just
you're
be
the
doing
lawyer.
the most.
You're the lawyer, so so for me, I wonder why the time frame of 3 months. Because I remember we broke the story when it happened at the time.
Yes, it's time to prepare your
Discovery,
brief.
yeah.
But he also gave them time to take it back. He
Yeah.
did give them time,
We
and
asked
then
as
they
well.
just decided not to.
Yeah, but there's no need to rush. What's right is right. So you take your time, you get ready, you file your brief, and there you go.
Spoken like a lawyer.
Yeah.
So you go to
See
school.
me selling you
did.
other markets.
I
eh?
did. Thank you. Don't shout it too much. And now we do have quite a few messages coming through as well. So let's get to some of these.
JJ from Mushi said, "Folu, I heard that. What? Your low tones crazy. Your low notes crazy.
I'm telling
We will need to run something together." Chef Jeff, I agree to you. Happy born day. Keep cooking wella. Shout out to Myst and Isaac. Oh, by the way, I asked Chef Jeff downstairs if he was going to make something. He said no, he's not cooking anything today.
Yes, it's his birthday. You
I
will cook
agree.
something for
No.
me.
Soye from Magodo said, "I like the song Shake It by Dbanj. Spells delivers once more, but on closer listen, it sounds like it was written for Wizkid. The vocal style is very reminiscent of Wizkid. Not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Great song regardless."
What
Okay.
is not sounding like Wizkid music?
I
though?
don't. Yeah.
Everything is sounding the same. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Miss Show says Banky loves to write epistles, Jerry. Oh, one column would have been sufficient. More importantly, I agree with his campaign message of hope. All the best to him. Best regards. Yes. And Cruz says, O'Shea on the grapevine, baby. Happy birthday, Chef Jeff. I beg,
Thank
where the
you.
party go happen? Also, Mommy Miss described as food and dessert. And Togolo Master Shake It Gbedu is a club banger and a dance song, not necessarily a rich content work. Yeah, that's not what he did. It's
Calm
just
down,
for the
brother.
club.
Just for dance.
Biggie from K2 says, "Happy birthday, Chef Jeff. I owe you a Ferrari when I blow."
Please
amen.
make a note of it.
Please.
Make
And
a
write
note
his
Remember
name
that,
and his
I
phone
beg.
number.
13th of
Give
November
me the time and
2018.
second.
We'll be Googling
He
you.
continues, he says, "I think he should be Beard Jeff." Then to Banky, he should support young minds in politics, not run. Ejiofor and Sulieman's marriage should last. And why is that? Why is it that those who married on the set of Tinsel have broken up? Beru and Asasi says, and Chris and Damilola.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
if you-
But there's still one that there's still a pair that's together. So that I think that doesn't really mean anything.
Okay. Adeshola actually tweeted this, and I don't think we read it out. Where he says, "Every time I hear a new song from Dbanj, I always hope that he'll play his harmonica.
Oh, yes.
His dexterity on it is impressive,
It
and I
is.
don't think he's exploring that part of himself enough, though." All right, thank you very much for
Dbanj,
that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Olubumi Adekunle up on our live stream says Dbanj's new song will grow on us.
True.
Before you know it, people are using "Shake It" for your daddy as slang.
What did I say
Standard.
just now?
Standard.
Hashtag.
Okay. Up next, let us talk about a frustrated Nigeria. So frustrated by the situation of the country. Who are we talking about? We are talking about Aremu Afolayan. He doesn't have any nice things to say about the shabby treatment that he received at the airport, and he's been dragging the government over its inadequacies. But this happened on social media, so not in court, just to
Yeah.
let you know. So he went on his Instagram page on Sunday where he shared a video blasting the government and airport authorities, saying, "I'm so frustrated today by the situation of this country. The people working at different parastatals actually think they are some kind of god." He calls it a particular airline, Ethiopian Airlines, says they're so inefficient. They refuse to carry a passenger for reason. The girl in question is not a citizen of the country. She went with a French passport and other documents issued by the France consulate. All they needed to do was to verify the passport. But no, the manager said he's not comfortable with the passport, so she can't fly with them. And he actually dropped the passport and took to his heels. Yikes. So he did go on, cussed out everybody. And I really want to know what you guys think about this rant that he went on.
I feel like Nigerians rant because like we don't really think there's anything else we can do. But then, if that's the case, then maybe you want to maybe vote. I don't know. But yeah, everybody's ranting at the moment. There's so much anger and there's so much angst about the way things just do not function here. And then people are begging everywhere, including people that should be in like constituted authority positions where they have a responsibility to just be like accountable or whatever. But anyways, I feel like he just wanted to rant. He needed somewhere to go with his anger, and he insulting everybody. I don't know if that really solves anything. So guys, we are voting soon. Just don't be one of those people that rant and then don't vote. Okay?
Because I have to say, as much as it may feel like an unfair thing, every airline has the complete right and authority to deny you from boarding their craft. I'm sorry, it may seem painful, it may seem they really documentation, and he just thought, well, I'm really not comfortable with this. They have the right to say no, you can't get on board. What ought to have been done and how it was handled is usually the issue, right? That means you can be more professional about things. As people who've paid for flights, you would do everything possible to ensure that somebody who has paid for a ticket is able to fly as long as we have verified the documents. But I also understand Aremu being frustrated because it's like to be against you.
Yeah. And then the part about people having to pay to get their families into the airport.
If he honed on that, if that was the only thing that he was stressing on, I would definitely. And there's another valid part that he said where it seems like he went to the airport right now. You see the crowd. It seems like every minute of the day everybody's running away.
Yeah.
Like
those and the other countries in the world don't have the exact problem. People migrate for different reasons.
People travel for many reasons.
Even just like move from country elsewhere. But it's not as
maybe hanging around trying to get money for helping you with
and
something.
That's a security risk.
That is the case, which means that the rule that they are using to hang you at the gate is not even being applied across the board.
Exactly.
The fact that they are collecting money means if you that your family wants to follow you, they'll collect money. The person that wants to come and sell padlock, collect money. The person that wants to sell key, they'll collect money. Just and so
but you have to see the other side as well. Like when you go to the airport, right? If you don't have security and you spend more than 2 minutes and you're still unloading, you have a problem because somebody's trying to clamp your car. So there's a difference of priority shift. Going on.
Can we just ask our brothers and sisters who work all these ages? Because every time we say government, like is nameless and faceless people. They are you and I. Please just do your jobs. Do your jobs. Everyone is frustrated as you're frustrated. Everyone is frustrated. So please just do your job.
And it's a ripple effect. It's a circle thing. If you don't do your job now, it's going to be to your turn. One day you're going to go to the airport, and all the work you didn't do is going to come back and haunt you.
It's just very shameful that foreigners come into this country, and that's what they seek.
It's tough. It's tough.
Painful.
Speaking of tough and painful things, people in California are dealing right now some of the worst fire happened there. Butler, a very fine man. That's not the purpose of the story, but he's a good-looking man. He shared a photo of his home after it was burnt to the ground. It was completely decimated. He did come back to thank the spirit and sacrifice of their firefighters, and that's a beautiful thing where people see their agents of government working for them and literally sleeping on the ground, putting their lives at risk to help the ordinary citizen.
I think the real celebrities here are really these firefighters. So many of them had their homes burnt that they couldn't be there to do what they could have done. They could not be there, and bearing that in mind, it's just terrible. But to have the spirit to still go out there and do what you have to do with all of that pressure and get your life back on track afterwards. Man.
Word to the nameless, faceless Nigerian agencies.
I saw a statement yesterday that really, harped on the idea that you just, mentioned, being a nationalist over being a patriot. To be a patriot first before thinking about, I mean, people. I just wish one day we'll be posting pictures of our soldiers more, and even
that's the thing.
Saying thank you to many people.
People ought
because
to.
when I see soldiers, that's what I say. I say thank you for your service.
I do,
because
we need
to. It's not an easy job.
Speaking of things that not being, rest in peace, Stan Lee, absolute legend of a man. He passed away finally yesterday at age 95. So he lived a full, very, very full life. And if you're still wondering who he is, he's the man responsible for a lot of the Marvel universe. Okay, he is the comic book hero. He started Marvel with Jack Kirby in 1961 with the Fantastic Four. He went on to create Spider-Man, Black Panther, the Incredible Hulk, X-Men, Iron Man, the Avengers, and also his cameos are the best thing. Anyone who
Yeah.
goes
The best
to see any
one-liners
Marvel
ever.
movie looks
Yeah.
out for Stanley. But like,
That's the spot.
there he is. There's Uncle
Oh,
Stanley.
we are going to
superstar.
miss him
I mean, the
now.
thankful thing is that he did get to film the cameos for Avengers 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big
That's
brain.
the one,
Good.
But this hit me hard because I was like, you know what? When he was like 80, like if he died now, I can find my piece of it more easily. Now it's like
Really?
you just wanted to live forever.
Yes,
You know, and you
yes.
just wanted to live forever.
Now he's
And
going to
then-
be so sorely missed because it's like you said, we all wait for his one-liner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe his funny look or
Yes.
one line that he
Or
says
something
that
like
just
that,
makes
his ice
it
cream
all
cart.
makes it all better.
Yeah.
And this is really like life is a pot of beans. Like you're gonna do everything you're gonna do, and then at the end of the day, they're gonna open the floor and they're gonna throw you in there. So whatever you're doing while you're here, at least make it count.
At least enjoy it. Because
Enjoy
this
it.
man enjoyed his life, enjoyed his work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he would
Absolutely
truly-
amazing.
I've been trying to stay positive all day because this was actually very sad.
You
once
better
I
stay
found out, but-
positive.
and that's what I'm doing. That's
At
what I-
Which,
I-
in
95,
fact,
you
this is
know,
what I wanted to say something
because-
because even Myst as well was hit hard this morning. I was like, people are wicked. How long do you want the man to live till?
And he was
Yeah.
sick too. I think
Yeah,
this
Yes.
is much
Oh,
better.
wow.
Let's him rest and let's remember that this is a cycle of life. We come, we
We
go.
love you,
It is
Stanley.
these moments in
Thank
between.
you.
Well, because he made superheroes, you want him to just, put on
Just
an Iron
be
Man.
the
yeah,
superhero.
you know?
Come on.
Just got you really weird.
I'm actually emotional right now.
But it has been absolutely beautiful and it's a great thing. So what you guys should probably do today is just go watch your favorite Marvel movie, look out for him, and just remember that he influenced so many people. I mean, he never got to meet most of us in Nigeria, but you know what?
Yes.
Here we are.
knew him.
Yeah, we knew him.
I
I
will
know
round
you
up on the
stand.
grapevine with these messages that have come through. Biggie from Katie says, Files try very. I'd like to see him in court. Ranting and baiting, he will never, excuse me, only a fool has himself for a lawyer. Let me explain to you. Only a fool of a client has himself for a lawyer. Lawyers don't represent themselves. We hire other
The other,
lawyers.
yes, they get other lawyers.
But it goes, my most honorable, honored, these people have. No, sorry, I'm not reading that. It's Biggie. No.
Blessing from Alakbara says, honestly, it's really annoying. It's only in Nigeria that you cannot go into the airport with your family.
Yeah.
This does not happen outside the country. Just sad.
Absolutely. What Ayade says, Folu, I beg to disagree. The airline is non-immigration and cannot verify the authenticity of immigration document. If they're uncomfortable, they need to escalate because did they refund her? It's all shades of wrong. I didn't say that they're immigration and I didn't say that they're necessarily to verify it. What I said is that every airline, just like any service operator, has the right to their establishments, to their airline, whatever it is. If you are the business owner, I have a right to deny you entry to my business if I'm the business owner. It's not nice. I didn't say it was nice, but that's it. All right. Bingbe from Ojodu, happy birthday, Chef Jeff. Regards to Aremu Afolayan, I do understand his frustration. For the airlines to then after that 120k fee for change. That means they eventually verified the passports and they allowed her to fly. But to pay for the missing flight, she shouldn't have missed in the first place. That is not fair. I agree with you completely. That they should not have done. And Ade says, on Stan's death, honestly, I didn't know it would get to me the way it did. Stan, thanks for making people who are different feel special.
And Bimbe, we love you too. Thank you very much for sticking with us on Smooth.
Yes. And Ade says, happy birthday, Chef. Okay.
All right, so now to the food. Lagos, at the top of the hour from Lagos Stocks 981, we will open up the phone lines. All right, the number to call then is 0144899981. Good morning.
It should be a stepping stone.